Greetings, fam. It is our last Sunday of 2025. And with that, we welcome you to our final Sunday Hope and Healing session of this year. As always, I greet you with peace and love. I hope that good things are unfolding for you. And we're here to help support us as we get ready to leave behind. And let me pull this up actually. I'm not at home. I'm away from home, as you can probably tell. Let's see, I had it right here. Okay. We're actually focusing on healing today, which is what we do a lot of times with the Sunday Hope and Healing sessions. Yes, we offer encouragement. We offer some spiritual insights, things that you can take and utilize, put them in your back pocket, that you can add to your wheelhouse in terms of some pointers, some tips, and things of that nature that you can use to support you in your endeavor to enter into a sustainable state of supreme satisfaction. Okay. And that's part of what we do, but also a big part of what we do is we offer actual healing. We do it through these live broadcasts. You don't need to be physically present to be able to benefit from it. We are doing this through a methodology that is referred to as transcending the matrix. And what is transcending the matrix? It's a holistic approach to healing that addresses really every aspect of your beingness. It addresses the fact that there are things at the root cause that need to be dealt with and rectified, and it addresses in a very subtle, in a very sublime way, those root issues that are behind our physical challenges that we face, mental, emotional challenges, spiritual challenges that we face. It gets to the core root of those issues and offers us support there to help, really transform whatever the situation might be that's standing between you and your highest and best good. And so today, as we're on this, I believe it's the 28th day of December. Again, it's the last Sunday of 2025. And many people, when it comes to the end of the year, look at and take an assessment of what is it that you experienced this year, maybe all throughout life up to this year, that you want to leave behind, that you do not want to enter into the next year with you. And so, a question that I'm posing to us all today is, what are you wanting to leave behind in 2025? You can feel free to post that in the comments. What are you wanting to leave behind in 2025? What is it that you no longer feel to be worthy of you, that you want to this is going on this timer now in StreamYard. Um, what is it that's been part of your life experience that you no longer feel to be worthy of you? What is it that you don't want to carry with you into the new year? What is it that you'd like to leave behind in 2025? I attended a burning bowl service with Transforming Love community earlier. A lot of places have burning bowl services where you write down the things that you don't want to take with you into the following year. And sometime before the clock hits midnight and the new year begins, you take all of these things that you've written down, place them in a bowl, and set them on fire. Those things that you want to leave behind in the previous year. And I've been doing that for quite a while now. And I find it to be a really worthwhile thing. Whether you participate in a burning bowl service or not, there are certainly some things that that are in your life or that have been a part of your life that you don't really feel at this point is serving your highest and best good. That's contributing to who it is that you are, who it is that you want to be, how it is that you want to live, how it is that you want your life to unfold. And we all have these things that are worthy of us, and we all have these things that are not, right? Um, we all have things that we want to draw forth, see made manifest, materialize in our lives. And there are these things that we would like to delete from our lives, no longer have walking with us in the new chapter that we're stepping into. So if you feel inclined to jot down anything that you want to leave behind, please feel free to do so. Whether you do or not, we're going to actually offer healing today to help make it easier for you to release whatever it is that is no longer serving your highest and best good. And perhaps I could say everything and everybody that's no longer supporting your highest and best good. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and get started with this. I'm going to start with a prayer, and then we'll go ahead and get into the healing itself to help release some of these strongholds, release some of these things that that are standing in the way of letting go of that which really isn't doing us any favors at this juncture in our lives. Okay. So, most high, most gracious divine, creator and sustainer of life itself, bestower of every good and perfect gift, I'm so thankful that you are a healer, and I know you to be a healer. And through the union that we share through the power of your pure love, with gratitude, I give thanks for demonstrating you as a healer. On the behalf of all of those who choose to state their names right now, silently or out loud, for the purpose of neutralizing the root cause of whatever has us holding on to, whatever it is that is no longer serving or supporting our highest and best good. From the point of the root cause in the entire energy field of every strand of DNA and every cell of our bodies, and transmuting it into and replacing it with a sense of strong resolve and effortless um, going forward uh, with the spirit of limitlessness and ease and grace as we prepare to enter into and do ultimately enter into this new year that is ahead of us, leaving behind all that um, which would hinder us and going forth refreshed, renewed, revitalized, and free to be the fullness of who it is we were divinely designed to be and to live our highest and best life. And I bear witness to our wholeness on this date and in this time and space called now. Mm. Thank you. Thank you for this gift of your divine love. It is done. It is done. It is done. All right. So some of the things that we hold on to are things we're holding on to because we think that we think that we'll go without if we let go of this or that particular thing. Sometimes it could be a job, sometimes it could be a person, sometimes it could be a relationship, sometimes it could be an old garment of clothing, sometimes it could be a home, sometimes it could be, you know, just a way of life. Okay. And sometimes it can be hard to let those things go because we think that we need them or because we have a lot of fear associated with letting go of that which is familiar. Or we have sometimes a fear of failure, fear of what if the thing that we want doesn't work out? Okay. So we're going to be addressing some of those things, helping to release some of that, make it so that we're stronger and more capable of going forth in life with a sense of empowerment. Okay. And so let's first address in terms of as we're healing to help release the things that are no longer serving our highest and best good. One of the things that makes it hard to release things is because we have a fear of letting go. Okay. And so I want to address that fear of letting go. So that fear of letting go. Mm, So we become slippery, and that fear of letting go can't hold on to us anymore. Sometimes there are these voices in our head that speak and say, if you let go of this, then, and then start planning all of these negative ideas of all these bad things that will happen to you. Well, we want to um, help us to be empowered to make prudent decisions that are also faith based decisions. Having faith in our Creator, having faith in what has been planted within us, and strengthen us in terms of having faith in what's been planted within us. I want to strengthen us to be able to um, approach letting go of that which no longer serves us, not from a state of fear. Definitely need to clear out some of that fear, but from a state of enthusiasm and strengthen that enthusiasm and a strength of wonderment and joy and gratitude. Now, there's a certain type of gratitude that needs the thing to already be fulfilled in the material realm. And then there's another kind of gratitude that is thankful for what is to come as if it had already come. Okay. I want to strengthen us for both of those. To be able to have a genuine sense of appreciation for that which has already been made manifest in our lives that supports our highest and best good. And also to be able to utilize the powers of our mind, to be able to utilize the powers of our minds to set our intention and our focus in a direction of things unfolding for our good and really truly trusting in that with profound confidence and being able to even get emotionally involved with it as if it is already materialized. So I want to strengthen us for that. Okay. That's what faith really is becoming um, present in terms of your internal reality to something that has not become a part of the external reality. Okay. And sometimes we do that with things that we're afraid of happening. And sometimes we do that with things that we are hopeful for. Okay. So I want to strengthen us. I want to strengthen us to be able to use our creative capabilities um, to envision and to um, psychologically participate with that which supports our highest and best good, which makes it easier to let go of that which no longer supports our highest and best good. All right. And so let's look at, in addition to that, let's look at things that have been like part of us for a long time, even that aren't necessarily for our good, can seem like a faithful companion in a way because they've always been there. Maybe the fear has been there a long time. Maybe the anxiety, the depression has been there for a long time. And so you're familiar with it. Okay. And so let's make it so that familiarity is no longer the case. The things that are no longer supporting your highest and best good are now no longer even familiar to you. There's nothing that feels safe anymore about that which supports your highest and best good. Excuse me, that which no longer supports your highest and best good. And you feel most safe with that which does support your highest and best good and the highest and best good of everybody involved. Okay. All righty. If you're just joining us, we're doing a healing to help make it easier for us to let go, to release whatever is no longer supporting your highest and best good as we close out 2025, to leave behind in 2025 that which is no longer helping you to be all that you can be, no longer contributing to your joy, no longer contributing to your sense of fulfillment, no longer contributing to the opportunities for growth for you. Okay. All right. And so let's look at some of the things that we experience are things that we didn't just experience, but things that have been experienced from generation to generation. All right. And so even as we're doing this healing on ourselves, we're also including a healing in support of our ancestors who came before us. Okay. So I want to go back a few generations. Okay. 17 generations is what's coming up. And so we'll clear old patterns going back 17 generations, clearing the old patterns from us. Okay. And clearing the old patterns from those who came before us. All right. Okay. All right. That's looking better. Now let's look at how many of these old patterns need to be transmuted and cleared. 23. Wait a minute. Okay. 23 with 6 zeros behind it. What's 23 with 6 zeros behind it? It's 23 million. So we're going to clear out those 23 million issues. Mm. Mm. Some of you maybe end up feeling lighter as a result of that. All right. And let's address those who come behind us, generations after us, to strengthen them to be able to release from the patterns that we've kind of passed on to them, maybe in how we raise them, maybe just unresolved things that were in our DNA that have been passed down through the gene pool. Okay, clearing that out. Okay, clearing negative patterns, low vibrational uh, thought forms, and limiting belief systems. And replacing it with an awareness of being empowered with the strength of God to live in alignment with that which helps us to be our highest and best selves, our truest selves, our most fulfilled selves, our most loved and most loving selves, our most free selves. Okay? Our most fully expressed selves. Mm. Strengthen us all for that, for all of that. Mm. All right. Now let's look at issues down. I want to address like the base of the spine. Okay. Because down at the base of the spine, we can hold old issues. We can hold foundational issues. So I want to address the base of the spine and clear out of there any psychological or even psychic debris or gook or sludge. Clear that out, replacing it with pure love and divine light. Okay. Replacing it with pure love and divine light. All right. Okay. Let's look at all of us have all of the elements in us, but I want to look specifically at the earth element. The earth element can give us a sense of security. But sometimes we may have the earth element operating in us in a way where there's um, an excess of how it might be operating in a particular area of our life. And in terms of fear of letting go, that holding on, that keeping things exactly the same as they've always been, that can be difficult to do when there's excess of the element of earth at work. So we want to resolve this excess of the element of earth. Okay. Um, want to be able to appropriately decrease that to where it's operating at an optimal level for us. Okay. And let's look at the element of water, which the nature of water is to flow. So want to actually improve the element of water within us. Excuse me. Want to improve the element. Excuse me. The element of water within us, increasing it by 85% to help us be in that divine flow. Okay. To be able to flow into the new year with a sense of ease and grace and effortless effort. There are times where effort is required, and there are ways in which the effort can feel laborious, and there are ways where the effort can just feel natural, and we just find ourselves naturally in that flow. I want to strengthen us and increase us to be able to be in that natural flow where our effort feels effortless. Okay. All right. Because we just naturally find ourselves doing that, which is actually going to um, support us and keep us um, moving in the direction that leads us to our desired outcome, to our highest and best good. Okay. And keep an eye on the time. I'm going to endeavor to be less than a full hour today. And we may be changing up some things in the upcoming year about how we're doing things from the Matrix Healing channel, but stay tuned for that. All right, so let's look at let's look at physical toxicity. Physical toxins in our bodies can make it difficult for us to mentally and emotionally let go of things sometimes. Now, I look specifically at like mercury, toxicity from mercury in our system, breaking that down into quantum particles, clearing it through the lymphatic system and through the kidneys, activating the adrenals. Okay. All right. I want to look also at lead. Yeah, let's clear out some of this lead toxicity. Doesn't need to go with you into 2026. We're clearing that out as well. All right. Let's look at toxicity from chemical food additives. Chemically modified food starch, artificial coloring, clearing that out. Artificial preservatives, clearing that out through our system. Hmm. Hmm. Those things that are designed uh, to preserve food can also be tied to a sense of lack or a mindset of lack. Okay. There's a prayer that Yeshua HaMashiach Jesus the Christ taught his disciples. And part of that prayer is, give us this day our daily bread. Um, and so sometimes we have this kind of sense of wanting to hold on, wanting to hoard, because we think that we'll run out, right? And artificial preservatives in food are attached to that kind of mindset. They're there to increase the shelf life for those who are selling the food, and perhaps to a certain degree those who are buying the food. Okay. Um, but let's kind of replace that sense of fear and lack mindset with an attitude of abundance and a state of gratitude. Shout out to Messiah. Okay. So you have to dwell in a continual state of gratitude and attitude of abundance. To be able to call forth into our life experience a continuous flow of good things making its way to us and through us, making its way to us and through us. Okay. And so we don't have to fear leaving something behind. We don't have to be afraid to give something, because we know that more is coming to us, and what is coming to us is for our good. What's coming to us is nourishing for us. What is coming to us is supportive of us. What is coming to us is helping us to experience life in a way that suits us and that we can celebrate and be grateful for and feel really, really good about. Okay. All right. And so I want to take a moment right now, and I want to address our willingness, not just address our willingness, but to address our will. Okay. And sometimes we can get like a little headstrong in a way. The sense of will is good, but sometimes we can use it in a way that's to our detriment. And so the aspect of us, or the parts of us that sometimes operate in life in a way where we're using our strong will to actually hold us back. So I want to delete that tendency from us. Um, you know, where we can sometimes become headstrong about moving towards our own destruction. So I'm going to delete that. Or we become headstrong about moving towards our own destruction. So I want to delete that, make it easier to release that. Okay. All right. All right. And here we come now back to fear. I want to look at fear of not having enough. We're going to resolve that fear of not having enough to the divine knowledge that you'll always have everything that you need. That what God has for you is for you, and it's making its way to you, or it's already with you. Okay. The attitude and the mindset that you're always where you're supposed to be. Okay. All right. The strong conviction that all of your needs are being supplied, are being more than adequately supplied. The confidence that you can go forward in a spirit of freedom and living life at the level that you would really like to live it at. That in your heart of hearts, you'd really love to live it at. And be able to have a sense of freedom, a sense of joy, and a sense of prosperity all at the same time. as well as a sense of fulfillment, all at the same time. All right, that's looking good. That's looking much better. All right. And you can always feel the warmth and the light and the joy of the sun shining on you, okay, in a way that serves and supports you and that you feel good about. Okay. All right. And we're just going to do a couple more corrections and then we'll close it out for today and for the year, as we're releasing that, doing healing to help release whatever is no longer serving your highest and best good. Okay. All righty. Let's look at the belief that you're not worthy. Let's delete that from your consciousness. Completely delete from your consciousness the belief that you are not worthy and replace it with you are worthy because God says so. And it's okay for you to move forward. For you to move forward in joy. Strengthen that. Also, let's strengthen the fear of moving forward means pain. Okay. And really make the association moving forward create space for greater level of joy. Okay. All right. And we'll do more and more and then we'll close it out. This last one that we're going to do is spiritual strongholds that come from outside of yourself. Okay. Clearing away those spiritual strongholds that come from outside of yourself. It may come from other people. That may come from other beings in the astral realm. All right. Clearing those out. All right. Move forward. The spirit of freedom. Okay. All right. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and close out in prayer. God, thank you so much that you have empowered us to stand at the end of 2025 and let go of things that don't need to go beyond this year. Whether that was something that previously served our highest and best good, but that has reached its expiration date, or that which was never any good for us in the first place. We do thank you and give great thanks for all the blessings that we got to enjoy and participate in 2025. We give great thanks for the lessons that we learned. We thank you for even those things that didn't support our highest and best good, but helped to give us a resolve to move on, to move forward, to be more free, and to be open to experience a new reality in 2026 and beyond. Thank you for your love that you want to shower us with more eagerly than we even want to receive it. For your blessings that you want to pour into our lives even more than we might even be open to them. We thank you for helping us to open up a little more, to be in greater alignment with that which delights us to the core. Thank you so much for these and all other blessings. Ashe. Amen. All right, beloved. We're so glad to have you here. So glad to have been with you throughout 2025 and before then. We're thankful for you and your decision to invest some of your time here. Uh, we trust that you've gotten something out of it that has helped you in some way, that has maybe encouraged you, maybe given you some new ideas, maybe helped to strengthen or empower you in some way. And it's helped to kind of clear out some of the things that were perhaps standing in your way. We release content on the Matrix Healing, one word, Matrix Healing on YouTube channel. We've been doing Sunday Hope and Healing sessions live every Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern. In 2026, we may change up how we're doing things, but we'll continue. We promise to continue to share, put out content that is putting good vibrations out into the atmosphere. Content that's designed to help and support you and the life that you want to live and the person that you aim to be, and your endeavor to enter into a sustainable state of supreme satisfaction. And so, from my heart to yours, as it relates to 2025, I bid you adieu with peace and love, and I'll see you in 2026.